just took a drink of water. All right, all right, all right. Boom. Can you tell I lifted yesterday? I didn't inside jokes. I don't lift much anymore. And I just did a video about lifting. My daughter loves the hat. She's, Daddy, hat on TV. Had me wearing to school yesterday and everything. She's almost 2 and she's napping. So you see me, I'm always looking to the left because these are when I do my videos when she's napping. Shh, she's in another room. But anyway, I'm going to be kind of a Debbie Downer. As you'll get to know me through the videos and everything. I'm just gonna be myself, and I'm not here to, like I said, to destroy your hopes and dreams of owning your own business. Now I got the hiccups, of course, but I just want to give you the reality of us. I'm gonna say 99%ers that struggle from day to day just to make a penny. When I take another drink of water. So, you know, nowadays, you know, you see, oh man, fake it till you make it, which I guess is kind of true. You could be stupid, you could do it. And you also have to remember, but realize how much money you really want to make, because everyone's perception of that's different. To me, making millions of dollars a month is making it, you know, making $1,000 a year to some people might be okay. That's not me, sorry. I don't edit my videos. This is one shot and done, because it just really annoys me when people edit their videos. So I'm in my 40s, own my own businesses all my life and various things. Primarily, I've been in the fitness industry, nutritional supplements, CBD recently. I'm kind of getting out of that. On and off with apparel, but that's primarily what I'm doing now is apparel. I've always been like in private labeling to help you get started, but to jump back a little bit, I surround myself with all business owners. So this just isn't my personal take. I know people that own, a lot of people that own restaurants, because we're in Florida, so it's huge. And I'm also have a side business in the meat industry, so I know a lot about that. I know people that work at farmers markets. I know people that have huge businesses that have several employees, construction companies, pool companies, gyms, you know, just primarily like me that work out of the house, maybe a little warehouse, hundreds of those. Now, I'm not including my customers that I sell to. I'm just talking people I meet and everything. And the reality is, you know, very few of us are living in mansions, traveling the world, you know, like you see on Instagram, you know, these Instagram models, whatever they call them, you know, so it's possible, and that's what's great about owning your own business. The possibilities are endless, and it's you putting into it. Where if you're at a 9 to 5, there's pros and cons to that. My wife knows she's going to make X amount of dollars. Now, in the old days, there was a thing called overtime and bonuses and all that stuff, which, anyway, and that's fine. But that's cool, though, because then you know, okay, I can afford this mortgage, this car payment, this groceries, everything. Where me, I don't know what's happening. You know, I'm looking at my phone going, hey, am I going to get an email? Is the thing that I got stuff on my website to sell? It's not for everybody. So we'll get back to that in a minute, because it's really hard to get out of bed in the morning. Not for me, but for the average person. I'm going to ramble on. For the average person, you got to remember, you have your alarm clock goes off, whatever, get the kids ready, you got to go to work. You have to be there at 9 o'clock, you get fired, you leave at 5 or whatever. I'm just saying normal 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. You have to. But on the weekends, you know, drag, can't do that with your own business. You got to get up and go. Nowadays, you're always checking your phone, and it's hard to just chill. Where when you have that 9 to 5, at 5, like my wife today at 4:30, she checks out of the hospital, she's done. Nope, doesn't have to worry about it, because today's her 3-day weekend. Well, you know, every 3-day weekend, but she doesn't have to worry about it till Monday morning at 6 o'clock when she goes back. So, not like when you own your own business. So, the stress is astronomical. Now, I worked in corporate America when I was younger. Wasn't all that bad. I wore the suit and tie in the banking industry. You know, I worked at GNC, worked at other little jobs, I actually did like some of them. The money was great back then. Of course, we all know money sucks now, period, even for us business owners, because profit margins are minimal, which, of course, we'll get into that in a little bit. But it's not all what you see. You have to remember, and hey, when you're at a job, if whatever you're doing, you're working a lot. You got someone hounding you, where you don't have someone hounding you. You might at night when my wife comes home, how many millions of dollars did we make, or whatever. But you got to be super self motivated, the drive, and it's not for everybody. Very few people are meant to own their own business. And with that being said, depends on the business. To partner up with someone might be a good thing, because you got to also look in the mirror and go, and say, what are all my flaws? What am I good at, bad at? Like accounting, not good at. That's why I hire an accountant. I mean, I'm good. For the most part, I'm pretty good, but I'm a salesman. That's what I do. Sell, 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 sell. I learn everything about it, consume myself, and sell, sell, sell. And I'm kind of a natural born business owner, so I was fortunate like that. But again, most people should not own their own business. Very few people should. It's kind of like being when you're staying home or whatever, taking care of the kids. But let's go back to me. As far as I know, the big thing about finding a niche market, which is extremely hard. And also, I don't know if you should really do what you love, because I know, not to mention who it was, somebody was saying, oh, do what you love. Because I've always loved supplements. So that has been my business that I've been sucked into for 20 some years. I've been selling supplements since I was really in 7th or 8th grade. And I'm not, obviously I'm here doing a video, so I'm not a billionaire like other people. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. Right now, I'd be in the mountain skiing. Be at the beach on an island. I'd be traveling. I'm doing stuff. So, as far as doing what you love, I think you should like it. Because remember, you got to do it every day. So, I'm looking outside because we're in Florida. So, you want to mow lawns, do irrigation. I actually like doing irrigation. And there was great money in irrigation. You want to be a roofer, you want to build houses, you want to own your own restaurant. I had a meal prep company. Whatever you want to do, I don't think it's good to do what you love. Say you love lifting, but personal training sucks. For me. So, but back in about 98, I kind of found a niche of sorts, more so in the 2000s, of, I'm going out, and nowadays it's like, you want to start your own supplement company. You're going to call them all, there's only a handful of them out there, 3,000 minimum. 3,000 of one pre-workout and say fruit punch, 3,000 blue rise, 3,000 of this. Protein, you got to do 3,000 of vanilla, 3,000 chocolate, strawberry. Whoa, even if it's 1,000, and you're looking at like $5, $10, $15 a piece. Whew. Now you got to store all that stuff. So I found a niche market of where I was famous for all the 2000s, up until a few years ago, 12 bottle minimum. And that's what I would try to do, is find something that's a lot less overhead financially to do, and we'll touch on that a little bit. So that's what I did, was a 12 bottle minimum, because it's just easier to unload a handful of products and all that, but we'll talk about that in another video. But and I would also try to start your own business when you're younger. When you're older, depends. If there's no kids in the house, you might have more money. But when you're younger, you can live on no sleep. It's probably easier to take rejection. Again, that I just mentioned, you can live on no sleep. Much easier when you're single, because it'll drain relationships. Now, for me, I was fortunate. I was always picked up by those white women that were super wealthy, because it was either white women I dated or Asians, like Chinese, and usually the Asians didn't have much money, didn't they? No, only one. So I was really fortunate that they didn't care that, hey babe, I don't got any money, babe. so they didn't really care, and that's really hard to find a woman like that. Now my wife is super 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 supportive, which is awesome. She doesn't come from money. She's just an awesome chick. So she's really supportive with me, which I'm surprised because it's been years of struggle. But I guess she sees, she knows I have it in me, and it keeps me sane of owning my own business. So, but I was always fortunate to do that. So you got to remember, when you have that 9 to 5, you might have that little bit of money, but at least you know what you can budget. So that was always hard too. And it's also hard when you own your own business because it depends on what it is. I always worked out of my house. So you're with somebody, your friends, they're at work. They're, doing stuff. You're at home. You can goof off a little bit if you want or whatever. So there's pros and cons of that too. So again, it's what I always love to do, and we'll touch on that right now. My dad was always like, I don't understand why, you're not making money, blah, 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 blah. Get your own business. I do it for freedom. In the sense that, like you said, grocery shopping during the day, go to the gym during the day. You're not fighting with everybody. So my main reason I own my own business is for freedom. And money will eventually come. And sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of like gambling. I know a lot of gamblers. And I'm always like, I always do. Back in the 90s, back in the 90s. Back in the 90s, there was a lot less competition. Profit margins were astronomical. And people had money, and there was a lot less competition. So nowadays, you got Instagram, right, YouTube, and all that, and it's cool. But you got to remember, you're doing it along with millions of other people around the world. Where before, in the 90s, when I was growing, there was two things. You had to hustle, so it was a lot of face-to-face, which I'm great at, or a lot of money, which most people didn't have then, most people don't have now. So now to start your own business, I'm going to say it's a lot easier in the sense that it's easier to find stuff, because you can go on websites, and we all know what the famous one. You can buy stuff from China or India dirt cheap. But now we're going to touch on inventory. Depending on what business you use, you can use drop shipping, or if you want to store it yourself, you got to realize that too. And you have to unload that product. And I know a lot of people are, I just put it on that one big website that's out there, and I'm going to sell and make millions of dollars. And see videos, how I'm making millions of dollars drop shipping with this one website. Yeah, sure. Until you see someone's books, or you see their paycheck and you see their financials, you don't really know how much they're doing it. So we've touched on, it's a huge strain on relationships, friendships. And don't count on your friends and family to help you. Family, yeah, like you can count on your mom. I should know some people. My mom. I know there's some moms that are, a few are out there that are jerks, but family, for the most part, brothers and sisters, cousins, aunts, and all that stuff. Don't expect that. Friends. It's hard. That's why I'm touching it. Ruins friendships, because secretly, even in your family, most family want you to fail. Most people out there want you to fail, because most people, remember, I'm a happy camper. But most of the world, 70, 80, 90% of the world's depressed and unhappy. They're miserable. They want you to bring you down to their level. So that'll touch into a new thing in a minute. So when you're out there, you're going to have complete strangers helping you. And you need to learn how to read people, which I just thought about something. I was promoting a business, I was trying a new business venture, and a longtime friend who could have helped me out says, oh yeah, good luck with that, dude. Remember? Good luck, dude. So that's what he said. So he's not helping me. Cool. But at least he was honest about it. I forgot what I was just going to get into. Friends and family, the strain on relationships. The money factor, you got to have that too. This is why you should write down a list. You're going to live on no sleep. I don't know if I touched on that. But it's not as glamorous as everyone thinks it is. And you're going to put in a lot of long hours. You don't have to, but you're going to put a lot of long hours to not make any money and realistically lose money. Still remember, your time is money. It's not material money, but you're going to lose money, and that's what's scary when you start writing everything down, which a lot of times I don't, because I don't want to see how much money I'm really losing a lot of times. Because a lot of times there's a lot of times sales aren't coming in for not just hours, but days, weeks, months, especially if you have an online business, and that's the reality of most of us. So you think about what you want to do. And I don't know if I touched on, as far as for a passion of yours, I know that's a big thing now. Do what you love. And I apologize if I touched on that. You got to do something you enjoy, because you got to get up, get your lazy butt up in the morning to do it, like you go to work. And I guess your job you want to be able to do, you might go to school or a trade school, or just out of high school, just do something that you enjoy, hopefully. But it's not all bad. I wouldn't do anything else, but that's my personality. But I'm looking at my TV because I watch my YouTube on TV. Feel free to comment below if you have any questions. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not, I don't have any fancy degrees in business. I'm just a dude that's been struggling forever trying to make it. I see there's light at the end of the tunnel, and it's hard. Oh, I think that was what I was talking about. The profit margins are minimal, and then plus people don't have money to spend like they used to. And like I said, that started around 9/11. Really, about the last 13, 15 years is when it really went. And that's just not me. That's me talking to a lot of people that I sell to, other people who own their own businesses and everything. And we're just sticking with the United States, because I really don't do international, so I only know United States-based stuff. So, and I realize I say "so" a lot too. My daughter points that out. So. The financial freedom, it's there. It's going to be hard, reality check. A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of strain on relationships. Financial, you got to have a good amount to start, but it's possible to do it on a budget. But again, I'm not trying to destroy your hopes and dreams. Just do it. It's not all fun and games and super easy. But again, feel free to comment here, email me, Instagram. I hope I covered everything. But I know 2020 New Year's resolutions are here, so that's it. Good luck, man.